Hey there, how's it going? Richard here with Outdoor Tech Stuff. I'm hitting the Lone Star hiking trail going to start in a few days. It's going to be a 5-day, 4-night trip, 96 miles. I've attempted this trip in the past, but the weather kind of got in the way. This time the weather is supposed to be absolutely beautiful, so really looking forward to it. Also, last time I tried it, I was using a gas canister slash, I don't know, rocket stove. And this time I'm going to go with a lightweight alcohol stove setup. So I just wanted to show you guys my cook kit for this trip. It's all wrapped up in this mesh Esbit bag. And so let's just go over what I'm going to use for my cook kit on the trip. And then we'll boil some water. Because I know that's exciting. Boiling water on YouTube? Who doesn't love boiling water? Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. So everything I said is like wrapped up in this mesh Esbit bag for a different cook kit that I have. It's not lightweight, but so this is it. So I have here is a pot cozy that I've made out of Reflectix. The lid with the lid to the pot, I had to cut out this little thing in the top of it to fit this lid. This is a Snowpeak 700 milliliter titanium pot, and again the cozy made out of Reflectix to keep my hands from getting hot while I'm holding the hot meal that's in the pot. Inside of the pot, so there's your Snowpeak 700 milliliter foldable handles and the lid. It's nice because you can hold that and pour, but it's also kind of not nice because sometimes it's hard to get that lid off. But anyway, Snowpeak pot, Fargo alcohol bottle, a GSI backpacker coffee mug for coffee in the morning, and cocoa, I guess, at night. Alright, and here is where the magic happens. We got this new stove that I just got from woodgasstove.com. I'll put the link here in the bottom. This is the Fancy Feest stove from Zelf. Dan Yursky, I believe is his name, makes these stoves. They're pretty easy to make yourself. I just don't want to. They have a metal ring. This is a cat food can, and inside you have some sort of wicking material inside. And there's some holes down here in the bottom that allow for fuel to soak into this wicking material. And then these cuts on the sides are so that when your pot's standing on there, it is an integrated pot stand. So when your pot's on there, it doesn't build up pressure inside of here and start popping. 1 ounce container, and I just keep a lighter in there just so I know where it is. Alright, so let's check this out, boil some water, see how long it takes, and because I know that is absolutely thrilling. Alright, here we go. Alright, so ideally, you carry on your fuel in your bottle, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to measure out 1 ounce. I just like to do this, so I'm using exactly 1 ounce of fuel. And I'm trying to use the rest of this bottle because I'm going to buy a new one for this trip coming up. And you're going to transfer that 1 ounce of fuel into the Fancy Feast stove. Now this fuel inside of here, you want to let it kind of soak into this wicking for a few seconds. Let's go ahead and grab some water. While that is soaking, let's go with 2 cups of water, 16 ounces, 2 cups. Now, the instructions say you can either light inside the stove and then put your pot on. What I like to do is just put my pot on, and out in the woods, I do have a aluminum foil pot stand, or sorry, not pot stand, but windscreen that I use. And what you want to do is just light that wicking material. We're going to actually start a timer this time. I know I'm kind of bad about that. Here's the stopwatch. Alright. Here's a timer. Light that wicking. And there she goes. As with any alcohol stove, sometimes it is a little hard to tell if it's lit, so just be careful. Put the lid on the pot and starting the timer. Let's go ahead and kick off the lights. One minute, 25 seconds. Pop a new battery in the camera, and we are at 2 minutes, say 3 minutes so far. Let's kick the lights back on. Have a little Grandos double espresso once this water is finished boiling. I'd say we have ourselves a boil at, say, 8 minutes. We're boiling. Now, most of it, really you have to just let this stove burn out. But if you're lucky, you can get a good blow while the pot's on there. And got it. So that'll put it out. But the pot has to be on there. You won't be able to put it out if the pot's not on there. The handles are a little hot. And as with any alcohol stove, you want to let that stove cool off before you pour that extra fuel back in that bottle. Well, as always, thanks for watching. That's the cook kit. Snowpeak titanium pot cozy, fancy Feest stove with an aluminum foil windscreen, alcohol, and the GSI coffee mug. Can cook my meals in there, drink my coffee in the morning, drink my tea and cocoa at night. And I'm ready for the Lone Star Trail. A video coming up maybe tomorrow, the next day, or shortly. I guess, who cares if it's tomorrow, right? You're watching it on YouTube. I'll give you a pack load for the Lone Star hiking trail trip. It's going to be a little different than my attempt previously because it's colder. It's January. Temps are going to be in the lows 38, highs of maybe 58 to 60. So that's coming up. Lone Star hiking trail's coming up. 5 days, maybe 6 days. We'll see. coffee. I'm gonna let this cool off because it's always too hot. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, even though this may have been boring. I just wanted to show you the fancy Feest stove and put a video out there. If you didn't like it, okay. If you do, give me a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, send me some comments. If you have any questions, let me know.